I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh, and double blessings and honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And in this lesson, I want to talk about don't give in to these triggers. And we have certain triggers in the flesh that we give into, which are bad habits that are just not good for us. And we just got to cut it off. And I want to go into 2 Corinthians 13:5, saying, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Hamashiach Yahushua is in you, except ye be reprobates. And we gotta examine ourselves. We gotta sit down and really be at peace and examine our thoughts and what we're doing on a daily basis. And I want to go into this word, prove, in the Greek, dikomazo.
Strong's G 1381, dokimazo.
To test, examine, prove, scrutinize, see whether a thing is genuine or not. Seeing whether particular things are just not for the flesh. To recognize as a genuine, often examination, to prove, deem worthy. I want to go into that word. Scrutinize. Scrutinize means to examine or inspect something extremely closely and thoroughly, often in a critical way to find mistakes, hidden details, or verify accuracy. And we have a lot of bad habits within ourselves that really those are mistakes. Those are really bad mistakes that we make every day on a daily basis. And we might not see them very closely, but they're just hidden details that we gotta fix. And Ecclesiastes 37. Ecclesiasticus 37. Ecclesiasticus 37:27. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. We have certain bad habits that we have that we shouldn't be giving. We should not be catering to the flesh to it. For example, maybe social media. Maybe social media could be bad for you, and it's just not for you. You just gotta actually delete your account, delete it completely. Not have a social media account at all, and just gotta cut that off. Or whether it be hanging around certain weirdly 2/3 friends that can make you waste a whole day and make you not read for a whole day. Or maybe watching certain TV shows or listening to certain music or drinking too much. Or maybe it could be the sauce. That'd be like messing with your spirit. So you can't give in to these triggers, these deceitful things. For all things are not profitable for all men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor greedy upon meats. I want to say that what that word means, unsatiable. Unsatiable. Insatiable objective means impossible to satisfy. Appetites, desire or need that is endlessly demanding or continually craving more. You know that right there, endlessly demanding, continually craving more. That's a bad habit. That's basically talking about a bad habit. Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. And take that on a spiritual term. You know, that could be talking about social media or drinking certain foods, maybe music, maybe probably a woman, or maybe it could be talking about going out too much. Maybe you're going to a lot of fast food joints, or maybe going out to bars too much. And you know, your insanity is always all the way up. You always feel bored, or you feel like, oh, you need to go there, or you probably need pizza, or you need that, like, constantly. You know, it's just you gotta put your flesh under subjection. For excess of meats bringing sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler. And I want to say that word, surfeiting. Surfeiting. The act of indulging or supplying to excess, particular in eating, drinking, or other physical appetites, to the point of discomfort, physical sickness, or disgust. And surfeiting is a real bad thing, because if you keep surfeiting and indulging in those bad habits, hey, maybe your body will get jacked up, your mind is all foggy, you can't think straight. Now you're in the world, always constantly doing a lot of these bad habits, to the point where you're not even thinking about the Lord. And you know, it's just not good for our flesh. I want to say that word choler for 1 second. Choler. Intense anger, rather. Yeah, that's choler, meaning intense anger, wrath, or an irritable temperament. For excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler. And you know, surfeiting will get you irritated. It will just fuck with your mind. Maybe if you keep surfeiting, you'll have a bloated face or a jacked up body. By surfeiting have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. You know, if you pay attention to these bad habits that you have, and not not surfeiting, you can prolong your life. You can stop that bad habit. In 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians and 6 and 12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. And we're not supposed to have these bad habits that we have in the flesh have power over us. We shouldn't have that have power over us, because it might take away your whole day from reading. It can do that. It can take away your whole day from reading. Yeah, that's basically it, We shouldn't have these things control us. And certain brothers, they don't have social media. Half the brothers in the camp, they don't have social media. And you can talk to those brothers about it, maybe actually no, they the reason why they don't have social media is because they can't handle it. They just can't have it. Other brothers they're able to handle it better than others. They can have a balance on it, but certain brothers they just can't. And that's okay. First Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself shall be a castaway. And you don't want to be a castaway, so you should want to put your flesh in under subjection. And that word subjection, meaning what? Under control, to lead away into slavery. Actually, no, it doesn't mean, but it does mean wrong.
Strong's G 1396. Delago Gale.
To lead away into slavery, claim as one slave, to make a slave, and to treat as a slave. Severity, subject, stern, rigid discipline. Rigid discipline. Let me see. Something that is unyielding, stiff, and incapable of bending, moving, or changing shape. Let me see the subjection. Let me just see subjection on Google. Yeah, the act of forcing a person, group, or nation to submit to control, or the state of being under the power, authority, or dominion of another. We have to have control over our flesh. And that's all to it. We don't give into these triggers that are bad for you. Certain brothers, they're able to handle certain things, but maybe certain things in the flesh, like drinking wine, social media, woman, maybe it's just not for you. And other brothers are just able to handle it better than you, and that's okay. We're all different. And I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh, and Shalom.